I read a quote from Matt Haig. Mental health problems don't define who you are. They are some things you go through, you experience in life. You walk in the rain, you feel the rain, but you are not the rain. Mental health is one that we have to pay particular attention to. It can make you depressed, anxious, and very worried. Learn to talk to someone. Once you are able to talk to someone, you can get out of it.
Isn't it funny how sometimes the brain plays Houdini tricks on mankind? Sin harps on the mind, shatters man's mind to harp on sin. My inspiration for saying this has nothing to do with the ill minds of sin. Rather, these words my mouth uttered sprang from a place deep within. It's high time I spoke of these ill minds. Hiding makes me more crazy. Perhaps letting off some steam might help someone going through something of similar sort. I won't lie, it felt so nice first time I told someone about demons and man thoughts. It was a disorder nearly breaking bad. Like a mad bull in a rodeo, a boy might have caused a nasty sin. Let me take you to the genesis. It began with a dream I hastily concluded as my nemesis. Next thing I knew, my body became rhythmic of my heart's palpitation before I could say jack. Anxiety crept in, and then the obsession of the nasty thoughts of it realizing. Next, the compulsive engagement in activities that should counter it. The obsessive-compulsive cycle makes it even scary. I thought time healed, so I took a chunk pill of it, waiting till it all goes away. But the anxiety felt at home. This was no joke. It took a toll on me, and certainly I was losing control, not knowing who to turn to without being at the guilty end of the stigma gavel. I internalized the struggle. In order to battle this alone, because it's almost impossible to open up without finding an answer to the rhetoric. It is like being ignored in the feisty pride of lions. Then when issues as this comes up, this seems to be society's unfortunate sentiment. Mental health disorders are barely discussed subjects. Many individuals with BPD feel they must fend for themselves. Anxiety disorder is illusory, non-existent. It is easy for people with depression to feel they are victims of societal neglect. Some sink so low, their only chance to ecstasy is the comforts they find in psychedelics. And we nonchalantly watch while they waste away with drug use and abuse, yet we reason the rise in suicide statistics. The awareness created nowadays is okay, but more can be done for all to understand the mental health topic. See, this ill mind made me so sick, and I don't mean it as a little tea. Initiate a conversation, and it's likely I'll shy away from it. My gesticulations appear inappropriate. Even SpongeBob SquarePants became spooky. Scooby-Doo was no longer funny. Soon I was sleep evaded because thought of saying something similar in my dream frightened me. Was my subconscious this tormentingly powerful? This anxiety made me doubt some basic stuff. Who was I? And I was losing it. Was I even thinking straight? Enough. In dead of the night, where I felt similar lackluster dullness, when the anxiety was tried to its fullness, still in my sordid state of sleeplessness, I reached to my pretty precious for her resourcefulness. Sleep bathed, yet did she respond like always. I was reassured with her soothing voice, and an empty void was filled with words so innocuous. Then she topped it all with spiritual declarations, and I got reminded the need to pray. It felt good, but I wasn't okay. Same anxiety, not as full consistent, intermittent yet still intense. Mad obsession with compulsion, highly prominent. Oh, see, these needs to be combated with faith and therapy. Miss Obobi unwaveringly scheduled our sessions. In addition, I got me Dr. Norman's prodigal guide to mastering the problems of everyday living. I found the power of positive thinking. I was told to confront my fears and in no time see the fear become cadaver. 2 sessions in and Miss Obobi said my progression was impressive. Because insomnia having got a thing on me, conversations that I shied away from now seem interesting. I used to think therapy was a made-up subterfuge for rich people's problem, but what appears to be a rich man's problem could be anybody's problem. Mental health has somehow become the emotional cancer nobody is discussing, treated with all form of mischief and misconceptions like only the weak in society get suicidal tendencies, but it is far away from it. Just a simple dream can change your being, not to talk of the effects of losing a person you dearly loved, or losing your dream job, or the pressure from your peers that puts you in blue thinking you're not doing enough for yourself. Similar pressure can come from people who should know better, like your parents, or the dragon breath your landlord breathes on your neck when you're unable to parent. What about other diverse disappointments others may face? Like not getting the job upon all your qualification. Meanwhile, another gets it easily because they were touched in an intimate way. We are all involved in this conversation. Let's begin by saying something. It could be you.
Talking about your mental health is not attention seeking. Know this: you are the reason you can't give up. Keep going. Depression is a silent killer. It's completely okay to talk about it. Say something.
I mean, as maybe the downtrodden or the less privileged, we barely have the time to pause and microscopically look into certain things like in our lives, such as being depressed in any shape or form. I mean, we don't have the luxury of being that, but if we could address that in maybe the slightest shape or form, even barely acknowledging the fact that you are, could probably go a long way to help you reassess things in your life.
Get help.
Get help.
Say something.
See the psychologist. Get help.